Don't worry, I'm not recording you. I'm just recording myself. Then I remember what I teach because I don't remember anything. Oh yeah, if you get COVID, Kristen, that's like a whole other thing. You don't remember anything. Not that you want to remember anything anymore. All right, you're going to start on your backs in what I call Supine Badakanasana. So the soles of the feet come together, the knees flop apart. Yeah, so lay down, Amy. Your feet come together, your knees come apart. Yeah, it's like a little baby butterfly. Have one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Yeah, or have your palms facing open and just receive some energy. Connect to your breath. So smooth, steady inhalations and smooth, steady exhalations. And obviously you all know that the recommended use of breath during the yoga practice is Ujjayi breath, which is an inhale through the nose to the back of your throat and an exhale through your nose to the back of your mouth, back of your throat as well. So it's not mouth breathing. So I'll demonstrate a few things as we move through today. I'll keep an eye on you all. So on your backs, blink your eyes open, take your feet flat to the ground. With your left foot bent, cross your right ankle over your left thigh and make sure that the foot hangs off the thigh. Relax down on your backs, lift your left leg up so it's parallel to the ceiling, slide your hands through the triangle space and grab below the left kneecap, shin area. So it's kind of like a restorative ankle to knee resting pigeon on your back. So I want you to breathe your right thigh open, flex your right foot strong, and draw your left leg closer to you. Melt your lower back to the floor, spread your shoulders, and breathe into your right hip. Hold. Allow your body just to feel whatever it is that's going on. If it's too intense, you back out this morning. Always doing that. Do less. Keep the shape of your legs. Relax your hands and reach forward like I'm reaching for my TV. So the back of my triceps are gonna actually rest on the front of my right shin, like I'm flying pigeon. Flex my palms, lift the left leg up so it's parallel to the ground. So you're creating this little shape. Now, draw the back of the shoulders up off the ground and keep your neck neutral. Hold. Scoop out your belly more and see if you can lift the back of your shoulders more up off the ground. So a strong flex of your palms and a strong flex of both your feet. Hold. One more giant breath in. Relax the left foot down, slide the right foot up off your thigh, relax it to the floor. Left ankle crosses over the right thigh. Make sure the foot slides off the leg. Lift the right leg up so it's parallel to the ceiling. Slide your hands through the triangle space. Triangle out below that right kneecap today and give it a squeeze. Relax the neck and shoulders, flex your left foot strong, and really put a lot of attention and awareness towards your left thigh. I'm drawing more of mine towards the TV. Even if it feels like it's not going there, this is going to give you a pretty nice stretch. Let the breath just be smooth and effortless and feel your lower back melt to the ground. Keep the shape of your legs, just let go of your hands. Take your arms. So your arms, the back of your triceps are going to rest on the front of your left shin. Flex the palms, lift the right leg up so it's parallel to the ceiling. Flex both your feet and press your palms forward like you're going to press towards the wall in front of you. Flex strong. Scoop out your belly, lift the shoulders, and hold. If it's too much, you just back out. You do a little less. Stay with the breath. Draw forward more. Scoop out your belly more. Another big breath in. Reach your arms back towards the back edge of the mat. Slide the left leg off. So now the legs are bent in half. Reach your arms all the way forward now. Yeah, so do that a couple times with the legs bent in half. Reach the arms back, scoop out your belly. Don't let the shoulders touch. Reach your arms forward. Good. Just like that, keep the legs in place. The arms reach back. It's a slow movement. You go as far as you can. The arms reach forward. One more time, the arms reach back. The arms hover the floor. The arms reach forward. Slide the palms to the ground. Use the strength of your body to come up to a boat Navasana. Mine was not pretty. Yeah. The lift of the shoulder blades, the drawing into the belly, and I have my hands firm towards the ground. Yes. The legs can have as much bend in it. You want to stay out of your lower back. Breathe your chest open. Look forward with your eyes. I like to flex my feet a little bit and hold. You can tent the fingertips too. Good. Cross the ankles, plant the hands to the floor, and step to a tabletop, okay? Step to a tabletop position. So it's going to look like this. Curl the toes into the mat. I like doing it this way because I can feel a little bit more through my calves. Good. Sink the spine down and look forward. Exhale, round the spine deeply, anchor the hands into the mat and look in. Sink the spine down and look forward. You got it. Exhale, round the spine deeply and look in. Again, inhale, sink the spine down and look forward. Exhale, round deeply and look in. Come to a flat back tabletop position. Float the right leg up off the ground, hip height. Pause. Float the left arm forward in space. Keep your eyes fixed on one spot. So I like this because it just creates a dimension of really finding space and balance in the body. Your right palm firm, your right tricep hugging in, and you're breathing your right leg back and your left arm forward. Neck is neutral. Engage the lower belly. Take the left hand down, lift the hips up like this, three-legged down dog. Breathe your right leg up and back to a three-legged down dog. Rip your left hip in strong. Keep your neck neutral. Don't open your hips. Keep very even in your body. Look forward with your eyes. Land your right foot all the way forward and through into a low lunge. Yeah. You can always drop your back knee. So if you're nursing an injury, you're just coming back from being kind of out of commission, you can always modify. This is a good place to stay sometimes. Breathe your chest forward and just be here for a few moments. I want you to really feel the strength of your back left leg getting active and the muscles around your back left kneecap engaging. Get heavy in your front right foot. Yes. Feel the weight in your heel and the padded part of your foot. Take another giant breath in through the nose. Good. Place the hands down to the ground. You're going to step to a plank. Step right to a plank here. Yep. Pause and plank. Breathe your chest forward and through. Yeah. You can always modify with your knees down. This is always an option. Lots of good energy running from the crown of the head to your heels this morning. Your hands are pressing firm into the mat. Good. Stay with the breath. Fix your eyes on one spot. Bend your elbows in half to a push-up. Chaturanga supported push-up is there for you too. Re-straighten your arms to a plank. Good. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Roll forward plank. Drop your knees to the ground and set up again for a little tabletop. You may need to walk in a little bit here. Curl the toes into the mat. Float the left leg up off the ground, hip height. Do that much first. Feel your hands pressing down. Feel the nature of your pelvis staying very grounded and even. Drive your right arm forward. So all you're doing is floating your body parts in space. Seems like it's simple. Connect to your breath and just find the space in your body and your mind this morning. Flex the back foot strong and reach forward with your right arm more. You and your breath on the mat right here. Keep the left leg floated up, right hand down. Hips lift up and back, three-legged down dog. Grip your right hip in strong, press evenly through both your hands, outer triceps grip in, and a strong flex of your back foot. Look forward with your eyes. Let the swing of your leg bring you forward into a low lunge. Pause. Great, just be on your fingertips. Listen, guys, if you can't reach the floor, a great option is to use blocks, right? Some days you feel really tight. If you've been doing a lot of walking or spinning, yeah, or running. This is a fabulous stretch for opening up your psoas, which is the front line of your body. Breathe your chest forward and through like a little baby up dog. Stay with the breath. If your mind's starting to do tricks on you, just focus on breathing, staying active through your left hip and your back leg strong. Gaze to the floor, hands come down, slide back to a plank. Hold plank. Stay with your breath. Lower halfway to a chaturanga push-up or support with your knees down. It can just look like this. Slide yourself to your first up dog or baby cobra, depending on you and your body. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Take a full breath out. Look forward with your eyes and land your right foot forward to a low lunge. Activate your back leg. Bring your arms back alongside your body. Hips hug in, back leg is strong. Sweep your arms out and up, come up crescent lunge. Modification would be back knee down, it's always there. Look forward with your eyes. The sun is coming out here. Yes. Get heavy in your front thigh. Allow your breath to just sustain the pose. Hands come down to frame your front foot. Just step to a dog. From your down dog, land your left foot forward. Pause, get your feet arranged. Grip your left hip in strong. Activate your back leg. Reach your arms back. Hover for a moment. And then sweep your arms out and up, or sweep them straight out and up or up towards the sky. Either way. Hip points forward, back leg strong. Waist is long. That kind of rhymed. Get heavy in your front thigh. Yes. Allow your body just to feel the poses. Hands come down to frame your front foot. Just step to a down dog. Do that again, guys. Land your right foot forward. Sweep your arms back. Kind of do it in one motion. Yeah, and then come on up crescent lunge. Just kind of making things a little smoother each time you get there. Hands come down to frame your front foot. Step to a dog. From your down dog, just land your left foot forward. Once you get your feet arranged, just reach your arms back. Grip the hips in and then come up, crescent lunge. Perfect. Hands come down to frame your front foot, step to a dog. Land your right foot forward. Turn your back foot strong this time. Reach your arms back and hover. So you're setting your feet up for warrior one. Yeah. And you're hovering in your warrior one, your first warrior. Your left rib spin forward and your left thigh has a nice turn. Arms come up, warrior one. You can always scoot your right foot a little more forward. And you always get out of your lower back by bringing and tipping your torso a little forward as an alternative. So if your back is sensitive, a little like hinge forward could be helpful. Even if your back isn't sensitive, it may just feel good. Anchor through your feet and your legs. Nice. Hands come down to frame your front foot. I just want you to step back to a dog, guys. Just come back to dog. Land your left foot forward. Turn your back foot strong. Reach your arms back. Hover for a moment. Grip your left hip in strong. Feel the right side of your body have enough turn. And then press strong through your feet and legs and come on up warrior one. First warrior, you may have a little wiggle room to slide your left foot forward. Press with the strong blade of your back right foot. Look forward with your eyes. Hands come down, step to a dog. From your down dog, guys, land your right foot forward, turn your back foot strong, arms sweep back. Come on up, warrior one. Just get out of your head here and get more into your body and less like, where's she going? What are we doing? Who cares? Just do the yoga. Hands come down, down dog. Left foot lands, back foot turns, arms reach back. Try and make it one movement. Yeah. And then come up, warrior one. Hands come down, down dog. Roll forward plank. Pause and plank, everybody. Even if your plank is modified today. When you're in plank, lead with your chest and have a micro bend of your elbows. Yeah. Look forward with your eyes. A good little dristy spot is the front edge of your mat. Halfway to a push-up. If you're not taking push-up, just hold plank. Pull yourself through a smooth up dog or cobra. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Take a full breath out. Look to the top of the mat. You can walk, you can step, you can float. If you're anything like me, you may be crawling. Long spine. Exhale, fold into yourself. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag your hands to prayer at heart. Drop your arms and stand still. Arms sweep straight up towards the sky. Look up with your eyes. Dive always over bent knees, forward fold. Let your weight carry you forward. Long spine sets you up. Plant your palms. You can step to plank this morning. Halfway to a push-up chaturanga or omit if you're not taking push-ups. Up dog if that's okay for lower back. Press to the tops of the feet. Very nice. Hips up and back, down dog. So it's hard not to go on automatic. It's hard not to check out, right? So just be present for as much as you can and slow things down. Look to the top of the mat. Step or float your feet there. Yeah, long spine, keep that weight forward. Nice, Amanda. Hands can be on your shins. Exhale, fold into yourself. Root to rise, come all the way up. Get grounded. Hands to prayer at heart, drop your arms. So just come up, standing position, no problem. Arms sweep straight up towards the sky. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Let your weight pull you forward. Long spine sets you up. Step to plank. Yeah. Then decide what you're doing as far as your push-up, no push-up, upward facing or baby cobra. If you're an up dog, tops of the feet press firm, hips up and back, downward facing. So we're just here together. We're breathing, we're moving, and we're feeling. Look to the top of the mat, step or float your feet there. Long spine, keep that weight forward. Exhale, fold. Things are heating up. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag your hands to prayer at the top. Drop your arms. Keep going. Arms reach up, straight up towards the sky. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Let your weight pull you forward. Long spine at the top of the mat. Step to plank. Halfway to your push-up chaturanga. Nice. Upward facing slides you through. Good. Hips up and back, downward facing. Deep breath in. Nice. Really press through the thumb and the index finger and the baby finger. That looks good. Great, Jess. Look to the top of the mat. Keep your arms straight. Step or float your feet there. Long spine when you arrive. Exhale, fold into yourself. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag your hands to prayer. Drop your arms. One more. Arms reach up, straight up. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Your weight pulls you forward. Long spine sets you up. Step or float through your vinyasa. Everyone's a little different. Yeah. Up dog is a smooth transition. Very nice. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Roll forward to plank position. And if you're not feeling like you have that much energy today, you can always take this from a down dog, okay, as another option. So most of us are in plank. You're going to take your right knee towards your right tricep. It's not going to touch. It's just going in the general direction. Yeah. So Kristen, take it from a dog and then just let the hip really just get a little opening. Perfect. Float the right leg back to a three-legged plank. Let the foot hover. So if you're in more of a dog, it's a three-legged down dog. Great. Right knee towards the center. Right knee towards the center. Good. Hug in. Right leg back, three-legged plank. So again, right knee, right tricep. It's a small movement. Don't go overachieve this. Right leg back, three-legged plank. Hug the right knee straight in. Scoop out your belly. Land your right foot all the way forward and through. Turn your back foot on a strong angle. Come on up, warrior one. Yep, warrior one. This time I want you in Warrior One to interlace your hands over the top of the head and press to the insteps of the hands. Now, if your torso is a little bit more forward, that's fine. Use the strength of the back leg and use your side ribs to kind of gather yourself up. Like you're almost wiggling out of your body. Look up a little with your eyes, not with your neck. Hold here. Split the hands apart. Good. Hands come down to the floor. Come to plank. Lean on your left hand. For Vashisthasana side plank, you can stagger the feet. Yep. Perfect. You can drop your bottom knee. So Amy, you're on your left palm and you're in a side plank, Vashisthasana. You can drop your bottom knee. You can come down to your forearm. I know some of you like to take it more on the forearm. The same alignment goes with your hand down or your forearm down. You're stacking your two hips. You're aligning yourself neatly and nicely, and you're trying to look up. Good. Look to the floor to a plank and pause. Pause and plank. Lift the left foot an inch, let it hover. Take the left knee towards the left tricep. Think small movements. Arms are straight up and down. Slide the left leg back, three-legged plank, flex the foot. Hug the left knee straight in, scoop out the belly, arms are straight up and down. Slide the left leg back, let it hover, left knee, left tricep, lubricating the hip. Left leg back, three-legged plank, one more, hug the knee in, scoop out the belly. Look forward with your eyes, turn your back foot, step your left foot forward, turn your back foot, come on up, Warrior One. So you've been here, yep. Back leg strong. Interlace your hands, flip the insteps of the palms towards the sky. You can always tip forward a little. This is less, feels less in the lower back. But the arms are straight up and down. You're almost wiggling your torso up. Right rib spin. Insteps of the palms pressing actively towards the sky. Anchoring strong through your feet and legs. Breath is flowing. Split the hands apart. Yeah. Hands come down to frame your front foot. Step back to plank. When you get to plank, lean on your right hand. Vashisthasana side plank. Whatever you did on the left side, try and repeat here on the right. If you need to drop your forearm down, you can go ahead and do that. You got it. Nice work. Look up with your eyes. Nice, Nancy. Alignment looks good from what I can see. Yes. Plank position. Chaturanga, or think about the push-up and don't take it. I'm just being realistic. Upward facing dog, hips up and back, downward facing dog. I think the practice has become more of like, it's not impressing yourself. It's doing what you really feel you need today. Look to the top of the mat, step or float your feet to the front. Long spine. Exhale, fold into yourself. Sit into the infamous chair pose. You can separate your feet a little if that feels better for you. Yes, your feet just have a little separation. Some of us like to practice with a small block in between there. Stick your butt way back. Get heavy in the lower half of the body. And then shoot up to stand up. Amanda's back. Drag your hands to prayer. Drop your arms. Okay, just a few of these. We're not going to go crazy today. Arms straight up towards the sky. Stretch them up and then sit deeply into your chair. And it could be a baby chair. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your weight transfer you forward. Long spine sets you up. Step or float through your vinyasa. Just the goal right here is just to get you moving and breathing. Up dog pulls you through. Hips up and back, downward facing. The right foot lands, the back foot turns, Warrior One. Back down to the floor we go. Through a chaturanga, or just to a down dog if you feel like that is more grounding. Left foot lands on your own beat, your own breath, Warrior One. Hands come down through a vinyasa, make it feel right. Up dog is smooth, you're not jamming into your lower back. Hips up and back down dog. We collect ourselves together here. Remind yourself you can bend behind your knees as much as you need in this dog if you feel tight still. Look to the top of the mat. Step or float your feet there. Get there lightly and smoothly. Long spine at the top. Exhale, fold. Sit deeply into chair. Weight moves into your heels. Shoot up to stand up. Drag your hands to prayer. Drop your arms. Just one more of these. Here we go. Arms slide up. Sit deeply into chair. Keep breathing. Dive over bent knees forward. Fold. Let your head go. Come to the fingertips to prepare. Step or float through your vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Hips up and back down dog. Right foot lands, back foot turns, warrior one. Secure the pose. Hands come down through your vinyasa or just to a dog. Once you get to your down dog, the left foot lands, the back foot turns, warrior one. Hands come down through your vinyasa. Upward facing, point your toes. Hips up and back, downward facing. From your down dog, land your right foot smack in between your hands. Keep your hands down on the floor for a second. Turn your back foot on a strong angle. So most of us have blocks or something that resembles a block. Take it to the outside of your foot, guys. Yes, you can place the block as high up as you need. Inside of your right arm, outside of your right leg, make a marriage and a connection, left arm straight up. So it's a variation from the ground up. Modification can rest your arm on the top of your thigh. The goal here is to grip your right hip in. Yeah. Your back foot's on a pretty strong angle. Perfect. My arm doesn't want to wrap too much. That's the arm I got the booster in, so it's still feeling a little funky. Yeah, if your arm is just resting on the top of your right thigh, really pay attention to your right shoulder and make sure that it's soft. Yeah, look up, Amy, that's good. You can take your block. I can't see because the block looks like it's black, but you could take the block up as high as it's going to go. It may already be like that. Yeah. Keep rolling your right thigh open. Yeah, and if having the left arm straight up or up and over tires and doesn't feel good in the neck or the shoulder, you can always place your left hand on your hip. Keep swinging your right hip underneath you and turning your bottom ribs. You're staying for a few more breaths. Stay with me, guys. Anchor strong through your feet. Left arm extends straight up towards the sky if it's not already there. Pull up warrior two. Breathe across your chest. Actually do this, guys. Take your hands to your hips, both hands to your hips, and press your hips down. Wrap your right thigh open. So now your legs are super engaged and strong. Side ribs are long, and then extend your arms open. Warrior two. I'm gonna change my awning here. Warrior two. Fix your eyes on something that's not moving. I think that made it worse. Breathe across your body. Stay with me. We got an extra sunny day here. The right knee wants to turn in, so keep wrapping it open. Good. Straighten your right leg on track. You may need to scooch your back foot in. Reach out with your right hand and slide your right hand somewhere on your right shin for triangle pose, Srikanasana. A block can be super helpful to the outside of your calf. Anywhere on your front right leg, two shoulders line up and you look up towards the sky. I think that made it worse. So you want to feel like you're leaning back a little bit, a micro bend in your right knee. Yeah. So Amanda, my suggestion for you would feel like you're pulling up on your pant leggings, like you're pulling the leggings off of you. Amy, if this doesn't feel good in your lower back, just keep your hands to your hips and just tip a little bit like this. And just work on really elongating your body and grounding your legs and your feet. You can create the same shape that everyone's creating here and just not go as deep. So strong arms and strong legs, pull back up to straight legs and straight arms. Rebend the right thigh, you may need to widen your stance. Yep, you're back to your warrior two. You're broadening across the collarbone and the chest. You're anchoring strong through your legs and your feet. Flip the palm and reverse the warrior. It's a subtle movement. Bend deep into your front right thigh. Reach back to warrior two. Take your block to the inside now. Any angle on the block, any height. Left arm up. So now you're going on the inside because we're getting both parts of this pose. A variation and now B variation. The left arm stretching straight up can wrap behind you into a half bind. You want to feel like you're leaning back. The collarbone is opening. You're gripping your right hip in strong. Yeah. And if you feel like you can go for a full bind this morning, that's great. The bottom hand can come up off the block. It can wrap from the front. You got it, Steph. Now the trick with B variation, which is the bind, is to lean back a little. Yes, so it's almost like a lift and a lean back. And you may try it and you're like, oh, this isn't for me today. That's fine, Amanda. Crown of the head needs to be forward over the front foot. 3 more breaths. Right hand down, left arm up. Come up, warrior two. I know you don't want to do that, but warrior two. Nice work. Look forward with your eyes. Circle to the floor, plank position. Move through a vinyasa. Upward facing pulls you through if you're taking it. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, step your left foot forward. Fingertips stay down. Turn your back foot on a strong angle. Reach for your block, place it to the outside of your foot, and from the ground up, we're going to work into our extended side angle A. Outside of left leg, inside of left arm, foot is facing forward, right arm stretches up or wraps forward. So it's like a bow and arrow with your right arm, anchoring through your right leg, gripping your left hip in strong, and turning your bottom ribs as you look up. You can always have your arm resting on the top of the thigh. That's a great option. So the nature here is that our butt likes to stick out. Grip your left hip under you, turn the bottom ribs, and stay with your breath. It's not time yet, Amy. You're like, did she tell me to change the pose? There, Amanda, you got it. Strength of your top arm. Let that pull you up, warrior two. Come up, warrior two. You got it. Breathe across your chest and just settle in for a moment. Take your hands to your hips, guys. Use your hands and press your hands down so you get that sensation that your hips are going as low as they can and your side body is long. Once you think you've got that sweet spot, open up your arms nice and wide and then settle in here for 5 breaths. Wrap the inside of your left thigh open. Close your eyes and just breathe and feel. Strong foundation, strong base, strong connection to your breath. Straighten your left leg on track. Reach out with your left hand, slide your right hand up towards the sky, your left hand somewhere on your shin or to a block for Srikanasana triangle pose. Yeah, anywhere on your leg that works for you. You may need to shorten your stance. Perfect. It's not one size fits all for triangle. So everybody needs to find what works for them. Your neck is neutral. Your side ribs are lifted and your hips are gripping under you. Stay with it. Top arm, top leg pulls you up, straight arms and straight legs. Rebend into your front left thigh, warrior two. Get the alignment first. Spread across your collarbone, then flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Reverse the warrior. And then reach out and place your hand on the instep of your foot. Perfect. For B variation, slide your right arm straight up towards the sky or wrap your hand around for a half bind. Good. Grip your hip underneath you. Turn your bottom ribs. Full binders can go. Lean back a little. Get the crown of the head to line up with your front foot. Stay with it, guys. Few more breaths. Good. Unravel your top arm. Pull back up, warrior two. Look forward with your eyes. Take it to the floor, vinyasa. Upward facing dog, smooth. Hips up and back, down dog. Land your right foot forward, low lunge. Reach out with a block and float up into a half moon. Use your block off the edge of your right baby toe. Hand can come to your hip. Yeah. You could use the wall behind you if you're near a wall. Stack yourself up neatly and nicely. Grow the elements of this pose the best that you can. Grip your right hip underneath you. Yeah. Flex your top foot strong. Yeah, and then work on the balancing act of it. Maybe you get a little lighter on your bottom hand. Come to 3 fingers or 2 fingers. Allow yourself, your mind, your body to explore in the posture. Find alignment always first. Find your breath. And then work from there. Look to the floor, square your hips off, left hand down. Slide your feet together at the top of the mat, sit into chair. Weight moves into your heels. Yes, slide your hands to prayer at heart. Inhale that breath, hook the elbow and twist to the right. Yeah, and now just a few little reminders. If lower back or something is sensitive, you can always just air twist. Kristen's doing a good version of that. Weight stays in your heels and you just work on the alignment of the body. You don't want to feel like you're cranking into your body parts, into your rib cage, into your knees, into your hips. Less is more. That looks great, Steph. If you want to go a little deeper, you can open up your arms. Weight stays back in the heels. Yeah, so I'm going to give you a little suggestion, Amanda. Look sideways or look up because it may help you so you're not wrapping your whole body. You don't want to wrap your whole body down. You want to stay really elongated so your spine is long. The weight stays in your heels and you look sideways or you look up. Good work. Stay strong in your legs. Keep the breath flowing. Chair pose. Steph's like, I'm ready. Come on out. Chair pose. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine sets you up, step or float through your vinyasa. Just keep it moving here. Upward facing, smooth activation, legs and press through your hands. Hips up and back, down dog. Just step your left foot forward into a low lunge. Pause for a second. Reach for a block and float to your version of half moon. Yeah, you want to focus on your left hip, gripping it in strong. Right, I always start with my right hand on my hip, and then I grow the posture this way. Right arm extends up, and you work on stacking. It's kind of like a side plank in space. Side ribs are long. Breathe the collarbone and the chest open. And your balance then sometimes gets a little wonky. So if it does, you just come back. Stay connected, 2 more breaths. Look down, right hand comes to the floor, square your hips, land your feet together, sit into your chair at the top of your mat. Deeply into your chair, drag your hands to prayer, inhale that breath, hook the elbow, take it to the left. Once again, stay up a little more upright if you feel sensitive. If you want to get in there, go for it. Just keep the 2 knees lined up. And the right side of your body is not turning towards the left. Everything is very straight and aligned. You can always open up your arms if you want a little bit more. Weight stays in your heels. Yeah. Couple more. Strong legs, chair pose. Press up to stand up, drag your hands to prayer, drop your arms. Stand on your right leg and bend your left leg into a tree. So stand on your right leg and bend your left leg into a tree. You can use your hands. Grip your hips in strong, bring your hands to your heart. And then grow the branches of your tree. Maybe the arms are out sideways, maybe they're halfway up, maybe they're all the way up. So like you did early in the practice, see if you can like wiggle your torso up a little higher. Ground yourself. Good. Keep the shape of your body. Don't go anywhere yet. Just take your hands to your hips, okay? Now take your left foot and cross it over your right thigh. Sit into a chair. Take your hands and press your hips down and flex your left foot strong like we did early in the practice on our back. Good. Start to lean your torso forward just a little bit while you still give your hips a little bit of pressure down. So you're creating a chair pose here. Strong flex of your foot. Moving on, your arms can reach forward. They can reach back. Your hands can come to prayer and you can anchor your arms to the front of your left shin and create a little bit of like a flying setup here. Hands can also come down to the floor or to blocks. If you feel like your top leg is sliding off your bottom leg, use your hands to get in there a little. Yeah. If you're having difficulty with the balance, I definitely recommend using blocks to give you some support. You want to stay heavy in that standing right leg and continuously flex the left foot. If you're kind of down on the ground with your hands down, breathe your chest a little bit more forward. So to get out of pose, guys, everybody at the same time, bring your hands to your hips. Don't let your left leg touch. Press to stand, hug your left knee and flex the foot. You're at the top of the mat. With your hands on your hips, land your left leg way back. Walk the right foot a little to the right. You may need to put your hands down to do that. Slide the arms up towards the sky. Inhale the breath, drag your hands to prayer. Drop your back knee if you need a little assistance. Lean out, hook the elbow and twist. So we kind of like landed here in a crescent twist. If it feels like it's not right, you will take a moment to arrange yourself. Grip the right hip underneath you, activate your back leg strong, and lean back a little bit. Get the crown of the head. That's nice, Jess, to line up with your back heel. You can always modify with the knee down. You can always modify with the hand to the instep of the foot. Yeah, Amy, place your hand on a block. That may help. I can't tell if you have a block there. Yeah, on the instep of your foot. And then have your top hand on your hip. Twist open. Look to the floor, plank position. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Drag yourself to a nice smooth up dog. Hips up and back, downward facing. Exhale all the breath out. Look to the top of the mat, step or float your feet there. Long spine when you arrive. Exhale, fold, root to rise, come all the way up. Stand for a second. You're on your left leg, bend your right leg into a tree. Hands come to prayer. Grip your hips in strong. Grow the branches of your tree how you feel they're going to work best for you today. Maybe hands just need to stay on hips. Have your right foot pressing somewhere along the instep of your left leg that you feel grounded. So I wouldn't recommend pressing against the instep of your knee. Wrap the thigh open. Yeah. Once you find that spot that you can balance, maintain. Keeping your breath and your focus and the shape of your legs for a moment, just slide your hands to your hips. Float the right foot over the edge of your left thigh and make the figure 4. Then bend deep. Use the pressure of your hands to really create a strong chair. Flex your right foot strong. If the right leg starts to slide off, you may need to slide it up a little. Start to lean forward with your torso. Arms can reach back. Arms can come forward. Hands can come to a prayer and you can hook in. Flex the foot around the outside of the left tricep if you're choosing this option. Hands can also rest to the floor or blocks. Lead with your chest a little and breathe. Keep bending into that standing left leg and keep wrapping your right thigh open. So you're really getting into the hips here. Weight stays in the standing heel. At the same time, bring your hands to your hips. With your hands on your hips, press to stand, hugging your right knee in. Do the best that you can, flex the foot. With your hands on your hips, guide your right leg back into a lunge with your hands on your hips. You may need to reset. Slide your arms up towards the sky. Drag your hands to prayer. Lean out, hook the elbow, and twist. Crescent with a twist. You can always back out, and you can drop to the floor. Get in there, lean back a little bit. Get the crown of the head to line up with your back right heel. Activate the muscles around the back kneecap, the quadricep and the glute, and drive more weight forward. You guys look fabulous. I don't know how you feel, but you look great. Stay with it. Two more. Look to the floor, plank. You're like, thank God. Plank position. Lower halfway. Yeah, drag yourself through a smooth up dog, point your toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Land your right knee forward, take a half pigeon right here. Take a half pigeon. It's not a long hold, just make your body just feel complete here. Half pigeon right side. If your mind is starting to drift, no, you're not alone. Just try to check back in just a few more minutes. Stay in the yoga trance, guys. Down dog. Just step to a down dog. Slide your left knee forward, half pigeon. We've done a whole bunch of hip opening here, so just let your body just move into the left side. Half pigeon on the left. Two more. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. I'm gonna do a little different back bending here. Yeah, why not? So you're in a down dog, guys. Now I want you to roll forward to plank. Drop your knees to the floor, tabletop, how we started. Hands on your knee. You're on your hands and knees. Curl the toes into the mat. Extend your right leg back to a three-legged tabletop, your left arm forward. This is how we started the practice. Flex the foot strong. Reach back with your left arm like you're swimming. Bend your right leg in half. You may or may not be able to grab your ankle, so don't force it. You can just create the shape just like this, but keep your neck neutral. If you're able to get hold of your ankle, do so by giving your hand and your foot a little energy. Kicking straight up. Don't open your hip. Right hand down, gaze to the floor. Hold. I like to flex the foot, and with the left toes curl, you feel a little more. Pelvis is neutral, hips are squared. Keep your gaze down. Release your arm and your leg in opposite direction. Keep the lift of your right leg. Left hand comes down. You're in this little three-legged tabletop. Right knee draws to the outside of your right tricep. It's not touching, but just in the general direction. Right leg back to a three-legged little tabletop. Right knee straight in, scoop out your belly. Step your right foot all the way forward and through. Keep the toes curled, sweep the arms up. It's a lunge with your left leg straight up and down. Reach your arms down and clasp your hands. Inhale your breath, lift your heart and your chest, look up with your eyes. So this is a back bend right here. Eyes of the shoulders move forward, hip points move forward. If the left knee doesn't feel great, reach for a little pillow or towel or something to pad underneath the knee. Grip your right hip in strong. Open up your chest and your collarbone. Come up to neutral, sweep your arms up towards the sky. Hands come down to frame your front foot. Hug your right knee back in, hands straight up and down. Right knee back, tabletop position, toes curled. Yeah, if it didn't work out great, we got the other side. Left leg reaches back. Right arm reaches forward. Do this much first. Reach your right arm back like you're swimming, bend your left leg in half. See if you can get hold of your ankle, fire up the thigh, kick up and back. Keep everything very neutral. Your neck is long and your left tricep is gripping in. Reach and stretch in opposite directions with your leg and your arm. Place the right hand down, but keep the lift of the left leg. Left knee towards left tricep in the general direction. Left leg back, three-legged tabletop. Left knee straight in, scoop out your belly, land your left foot forward, keep your right leg straight up and down, come up supported lunge. Yeah. Drop your arms by your side body, interlace your hands, opposite grip, eyes of the shoulders pull back, take it up and back. Grip your left hip underneath you, fire up your right thigh. So it's hip and psoas, two things are happening, and a back bend. Pull your torso up, sweep your arms up towards the sky. Hands come down to frame your front foot. With your arms straight up and down, hug your left knee in. Slide the leg back, tabletop position. Lift the hips up and back, down dog. From your down dog, wave forward into up dog if you can. Yep. Hips up and back, downward facing. Hop your feet through your hands. Bring your block with you. Lay down on the floor. Set up for two back bends on your back. You can use your block, lift your tailbone and slide your block underneath. Yeah, you could go right to a wheel if you feel really open and warm enough. You could use robot-like arms alongside your body. You could use a block underneath your tailbone and lift your legs up. You guys have been doing this long enough now that there's something that you know you can find here to keep your body open before you close down. If your legs are straight up and you're on a block, stay. If you took another variation, lower down for a moment, exhale all the breath out, and then reset to do it one more time. Maybe more restorative, maybe more vigorous, whatever it is, move on the exhale breath. Just bring your knees a little bit closer together, Steph. Yeah, and that's coming from the feet. Nice, Jess. This looks good. Exhale your breath, start to work out of it. If your legs are straight up, you have to bend them first. Then bring the feet to the floor. Then lift the hips to remove the block. And then you lower down. Everybody squeeze their knees in towards the chest and reach for the outer blades of your feet for a happy baby. Feel the whole lower back kind of melt to the floor. Yeah. One more thing, and then we're going to Shavasana. Draw the knees in, and when you get your knees in, wrap your right thigh over your left, move your hips to the right and drop your knees to the left. Supine twist like this, it's like a half eagle leg. Should get a nice stretch to the outer right hip. Come up to center. Unravel and then wrap your left thigh over your right thigh. You kind of have to move your hips a little to the left and then drop the knees to the right. Come up to center. Hug the knees in from one even squeeze. And then the most advanced pose I know is Shavasana. So let's go for it now. The next 2 minutes, complete rest. Like literally take your phone and like throw it to the other side of the room and give yourself this gift. 2 minutes of quiet, just being with yourself. Relax and enjoy. Take a deep breath in. Take a full exhale, breath out. Arms reach up over the top of the head. If you need more time, just ignore me. You could shut off the computer and just stay and relax longer. If you need to re-enter, hug the knees in towards the chest, give them a giant squeeze. And you can roll to your right or you can rock up. Either way works. But try and keep your eyes closed for this final part. Sit up nice and tall in this new restored body. It's crazy what you can do in just 60 minutes. Hands to prayer. Bow your head for a moment. Always have gratitude when you come to a close of a practice. I know I'm always grateful. Lift your head, open your eyes. Namaste. Awesome practice today, guys. Take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you soon. We'll try again for Friday this week.